Hey guys, what's going on? Ninjago Gamer here, and welcome guys to our very first episode of the Wiki Video of the Week series. This series we're gonna talk about Wiki videos and all this stuff. This is only Wiki videos. Pout. There's also some pout. If you didn't notice, there will be some pouts of tier list on this series as well. So yeah, so if you guys are new, whatever, but yeah, because in today's video, we will be making you guys own the Ninjago seasons. Because I have heard that a lot of people really want my official ranking of all Ninjago seasons, so that's why I think to myself, why not rank them all with thumbs ups. So that's why I think to myself, why not rank all the Ninjago seasons? So yeah, boys and girls. Also, we'll be adding Day of the Departed in the uh, in the pilot season. So yeah, let's get right into it, shall we? So at number 15 we have Day of the Departed. Now Day of the Departed is a co-special it's a Halloween special that happened back in 2016. Now with Day of the Departed, it's terrible. For me, it has a terrible story. The problem why a lot of people were thinking about this, a lot of people, a lot of people has been thinking about this one and saying that the problem why a lot of people really hate this is because the story didn't did that good, and a lot of people really want this to be better. So that was the problem why Day of the Departed. But my problem is they brought back the villains. Yeah, I do really want this villains to come back, but why did they have to bring it back in Day of the Departed? Why not bring it into a different one? So my problem is there's a lot of problems about this episode that I think to myself, it's not that good, and I really want this to be perfect. I want it. So the story of Corey here ruined everything, ruined it, and whatever. But the only way for me to love this is if the story was a little more better. So that's the problem why Sister Yang, why did they have to bring him into he being the villain of Ninjago? Why it has to be him instead of just the villains? That's why Cole becoming a human again, I really like that. So yeah. So Day of the Departed is right here at number 15 is because the story did that well into the ninjas kind of ruined Cole's story, and that's why for me it's right here on the list is because the story was awful, it wasn't great, they didn't have to bring back any villains, that's the problem, and then that's why anything about the story terrible, that's why it's right here on the list. At number 14 on this list, we got the pilot season. Now, I know a lot of people say that this right here is one of the better seasons. I know it has only 2 episodes, but I think to myself, this right here has one of the better story arcs and all this stuff. But for me, it's okay. It still has some good parts here and there. But for me, I think to myself, the pilot season has some moments that a lot of people kind of didn't like about the season, and some things that people does like. One, it's okay. The story is okay. GARMADON, it didn't show a lot of GARMADON inside of here. Summerkai as a villain, Summerkai is the worst. Yes, Summerkai, I kind of enjoy Summerkai a little bit, but for me it's okay. it's an okay character. I really like what they done with Samukai and all this stuff. And that's why for me I think to myself, what this? The Skeleton Army. Now this one right here, this is the very first time we ever see the Skeleton Army. Now, this right here is not that bad. It's just for me, it still they need to tell the skeletons the the skeleton story a little bit more better. Like this season right here, it's just I can't wait. It's very hard to talk about this. Like I love this season so much. I love Pilot so much that I think to myself one of the best seasons ever. So yeah. For me, this is okay. The story is okay. I still really want it to be a little more better. But for me, it's right here on the roof. That's the Ninjago, very good. So yeah, so that's why it's right here on the let's see here. This yeah, it's right here on the list because it's okay, but the story was okay. So that's why it's right here on the list. So at number 13 on this list, we got Season 1, Rise of the Snakes. Now, I know a lot of people said that this right here is, of course, one of the better seasons of Ninjago. But for me, the problem is some parts of the story, some episodes was pretty boring. In Piper as a villain, I really like Piper as a villain. But for me, there's still some problems about the season that I don't really like. And that is, one, some snakes are bold. And I don't really like what they're done with the snakes and all this stuff. Because I really wish that there was more fighting against the, about, right, what this. I really like the Kastechai or the Venomari. I'm kind of a big Hypnobrai and Ven Power Fins. And also we had to talk about the Ilkanjai. That is Piper, one of my favorite villains of Ninjago. So yeah, so this right here is fine. It's so Lloyd. Now let's talk about Lloyd in this season. Lloyd in the first 9 episodes was, for me, very unknown. Like, I kind of don't really understand Lloyd's story so well in this season. And for me, I think to myself, this season right here is not that bad. It's not that bad, it's just for me needs to have more of the story arc for Lloyd. But episode 10 to 13, I really like Lloyd very well. So yeah, GARMADON returns in the season, and I really like what they've done. The new suits of Ninjago, the Ninja CX, I really like it. So the story for me is okay. The Great Devourer, I didn't really care about the Great Devourer, but he's still a very good villain. But for me, this is a good season, and this is a okay story, an okay season, and that's why it's right here on the list. At number 12 on this list, we got Season 2, Legacy of the Green Ninja. Now, this right here is a good season. They tell the story right, but there was a few problems about this season that I had to put this down into top 15. It's because Season 2 has a... So the first part is the first 7 episodes. Now the first 7 episodes of Ninjago wasn't good. I think it was okay. It was okay for the first 7 episodes of Season 2, but for me, I didn't have a lot of time on it. It's just, for me, I was super bored about this season, and for me, I think to myself, it's right here on the list, but Part 2, Episode 8 through 13, amazing. The awesome thing about this season is episode 8 and 13, part 2, with the Storm Army. I adore this season. That I'm not saying it's not a bad season. It's okay. Yeah, it's not okay, but it's more than okay. It's a good season. It's just if they can tell a better story like this, like now Ninjago has better stories now. I agree. You know, it's not, but for me, this was so close to my top 10, but the problem because the film The Overlord. I love The Overlord. The snakes, I don't really like in the beginning. GARMADON, he was bold. He was amazing in the first part. That's the only thing that I really like. Tell the story of Lloyd becoming the Green Ninja. Yeah, fantastic. So everything about this season is good. The first part okay, but the second part awesome. So yeah, Musicals. So that's why I said that season 2 Legacy of the Green Ninja is right here at number 12. At number 11 on this list, we got season 3 Rebooted. Now Rebooted was so close in my top 10, and I really like it. Was in my top 10 before season 13 came out. Now with this season right here, it has a better story than season 2 has. But a little bit people say that this right here is one of the worst season of Ninjago. I disagree. Well, I agree that this right here is still one of the worst seasons, but I like what they done with the story of the season. The Overlord. Why did they have to bring back the Overlord? Why? The Overlord did really tell his story in season 2. Now he came back. Oh my goodness. They brought back the Overlord. Sane? Okay, now we talk about the main story, the main character in here, Sane. Now Sane has a good story. Like Sane's story arc inside of here is fantastic. But not fantastic, but great. But some things made it so low that the rest of the ninja, it didn't get that well. And Pixel was amazing. Pixel is good. So that's why, so they got the powers from Lloyd, and then they went to get the turtle braids, and they went to the Digiverse, and then whatever. So the final battle, I really like what they done with the final battle. But too bad, and also Python returned this season. Not so cool, but it is. So yeah, so season 3 is a good season. So that's why I think to myself, it's a good story. So that's why I really like what this is, the story. So that's why it's right here at number 11 on this list. Headed to the top 10, we got season 10, March of the Oni. Now, March of the Oni is also a good season, but I think this season right here was better than season 3. Because why? It's because this tell the story right. And I know there's only 4 episodes, but I really like what they done with the Oni. No. The Oni is terrible, but the story was amazing. The story was good. And they brought back GARMADON, and they made GARMADON good. Like, the character made GARMADON good here. So that's why. And also, Lloyd's story was great. When we saw that episode 3, when Cole was almost dead, we did thought that Cole died. But good thing we didn't see him die. So that's why. I know people say that this right here is the one of the weakest season, but for me it's in my top 10 is because they told the story right, and they told the stories good, and I think the problem why I love this one more this season, season 3 is because with the done with the story arc with Lloyd. Now storyline with Lloyd is perfect. I really like the I would say perfect, I mean good. So everything about this is good, but I really like what they done with GARMADON's story inside of here. One of my favorite seasons of Ninjago and kind of some people's too. So to tell the story very perfect, they made it very well. So that's why for me, so the only was terrible, Omega wasn't that great. The monastery works so good. They brought back the monastery and all the stuff. Master Wu, Sister Wu was great, and all the ninjas in here is great. So that's why season 10, March of the Oni, is a good season, and that's why it's right here at number 10 and right here on the list. At number 9 on this list, we got season 12, Prime Empower. This right here is a great season. I really like what they done with Chase story and all this stuff. And the villain Origami. Origami is the villain of the season, and I really like it and to tell the story inside a video game. I really like this season so much that it's not in my top 5, but it's in my top 10. But some problems here and there hit this one down on the list, because some parts of Prime Empower did so well, like the story of Origami didn't really do that well, and Akuma, if that is his name, Akuma is a great human. Like, he's a good NPO, I mean a CPU, like it's a CPU, it's a computer game and all this stuff. So Prime Empower for me is a great season. The ninjas inside of here was great. I really like this season so much that let's tell you a little bit more. So the plot about this season is Dowry, if that's his name, made a game called Prime Empower, and then he went one of the persons inside of them, that is Scott. He put him inside, but guys, spoiler alert. Why am I saying that? It's in the beginning of the video. You guys know that this spoiler alert. So yeah. So yeah, boys and girls. So Prime Empower. So Origami is the villain, but he's not really the bad guy. He's just confused because he is afraid that he doesn't know nobody. He doesn't forget, like, whatever. But you know what I'm saying, right? But Prime Empower is a great season. I'm just really hoping that they bring back the cube people again, so that the people that's inside the game. So yeah, so that's why it's right here at number 9, and that is season 12 right here on the list. At number 8 on this list, we got season 5, Progression. Now Progression, I don't really know what the name is, but season 5, so season 5 has a lot of problems, like that this a lot of stories coming together, like Cozy Ghost, Moto over Lloyd, and also Nia is the running ninja, and they went to a temple, like they had to find whatever, like I don't know what's going on, but this season right here is a great season, but I don't know what's going on with it. I know the story is great and all this stuff. Ronan's story inside of here is great. So this is his very first appearance, and the preeminent, I think the preeminent mother of the quantum realm, not the quantum realm, but the curse realm. And GARMADON appears one more time in this show with Sister GARMADON. So yeah, and Moa is a very great villain. I really like what they've done with Moa's story inside of here. and also and also Ko is a ghost. Ko is a ghost. Ko is a ghost. Yeah, it is. Now let's talk about Nia. Now Nia is the water ninja. Now a lot of people say that Nia is the worst of all the ninja, but I think to myself, she is a great character. I really like what they done with Nia's story, and I really like what they done. I really like the water ninja, and I'm very sick to say, but Nia is pretty hot. Like, she is pretty hot. Like, she is. So yeah, Master Wu, very good, great in this season. Kai is afraid of water. How is Kai afraid? So yeah, that's why for me, season 5 is a great season. Some problems with here I can't really memorize in my head, and I can't understand. Some things I don't understand about this season, and that's why it's right here at number 8, and that's why it's right here on the list. At number 7 on this list, we got season 9, Hunted. Now, Hunted is a very serious story because it takes place in two realms, Ninjago and the Dragon, only in Dragon realm. Now, the villain, now, we'll talk about Hunted. Let's get Hunted out of the way. Because now the third ninja has been chopped inside of the early Dragon realm, and Master Wu with them, or you could say Baby Wu. And now he grew up into be a Tyrano, and after he's done with a Tyrano, he becomes a teenager, then becomes an adult. So yeah, so Hunted the villain, Iron Bearer. Now Iron Bearer is a terrible villain. Why did they make this kind of like an Oni if he's not an Oni? He's just a human being. So that's right. And Faith. Now Faith is an amazing character. I really like what they done with Faith. So yeah, and the whole entire story was, I didn't really care about the Hunted, the first part, like the Dragon and the Dragon realm, and only Dragon. So yeah, let's talk about the Ninjago. Now season 9, with season 9, the people from Ninjago that the Elemental Masters, they came back and learned a Nia story was good, and GARMADON become a true villain, and I really like the quiet one, and always the too bad red guy and whatever, the Mystic E, Kazu, or whatever you call his name, and Ultraviolet, it was fine and all this stuff. The story in season 9 wasn't that great. I really like Skylar inside of here. So yeah, so the end was perfect. They won a party and all this stuff. That's very good. And that's why this season right here is great, and that's why it's right here on the list. At number 6 on this list, we got season 11, The Forbidden SPINJIZU. Now, season 11 is, a lot of people said that this season right here is terrible. This is the least favorite season at all time because has been taken in two parts, the Fire Chapter and the Ice Chapter. Let's talk about the Fire Chapter. The Fire Chapter is amazing. It's great. I really like what they done with Kai's story inside of here. The Forbidden SPINJIZU, I really like. And Aspera as a villain, fantastic. I love Aspera's story inside of here. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me with this weekend, but I think to myself the story, not whatever. So the story of the Fire Chapter, it talks about Kai, of course. So yeah, so it talks about that Aspera is taking place, and Aspera is trying to get the Forbidden SPINJIZU to SPINJIZU and become the powerful character of all time. Some vehicles and mechs inside of here very good, lots of that other stuff. And then Say got strike in the end. So yeah, and now that's the end. Let's talk about the ice chapter. Now the ice chapter is good. I really like what they tell with the ice villagers, whatever you call. Akita, I really like Akita inside of here. Sane as a villain, I really think that Sane was perfect inside of here. Sane wasn't that perfect inside of here, but it's a great season. And that's why for me it's right here on the list. Now the Ice Villagers was fine, but I think to myself, a lot of people said that this right here is the worst season of our time. But for me, it's right here on the list because it's perfect. So yeah, that's why for me, Fire Chapter is great and Ice Chapter good, and that's why Ninjago Season 11 Forbidden SPINJIZU is right here at number 6 and right here on the list. Before we continue on with this video, I know about the headphones, my headphones broke. But before we continue on with my top 5, make sure you guys go down below and click that subscribe button. We try our hardest to hit to 1,000 subscribers until I get to 12th grade. That's gonna be in 2 years. Can we hit that, guys? Make sure you guys go down below and click that subscribe button. So yeah, and also guys, stay tuned because we're gonna do more making videos every week, 1 per week. So yeah, and also stuff, boys and girls. And also guys, we are almost close to 100 subscribers. We are 4 subscribers away. So if you guys can go do that, make sure you guys don't be shy. Click that subscribe button down below, and that's why you will be perfect, and that's why you will be perfect and you will be amazing. So yeah, buskers, and that's it. And now let's continue on with the top 5. What's my top 5? I don't really know, but let's continue on. At number 5 on this list, we got season 7, Hands of Time. Now, Hands of Time is an amazing season. I really like what they done with Kai and the stories of this one. For me, I really like what they done with the Time Twins, where they really love I can't explode the crux, but whatever. This one here is still a good season because now Kai and Nia's parents is in here. Ko is not a ghost no more, and whatever. And a lot of people having problems about this season. Like, the story in this movie, the story didn't work that well. A lot of people say that this one right here was how can I say it? A lot of people say that the ninja suits is not that good. For me, I disagree. I love the suits. I really like what they done with season 7, the story, the time blends. I love the time blends. The time blades. You have the green one that's future, red is for stop, blues for slowing down, and yellow for the past. Like reversed. So yeah. So the story I really like. I really like what they done with Kai and Nia here. This is kind of like my favorite season for Nia. I don't know why, but Nia really did really good. Because there wasn't a season that nobody doesn't know about. And for me, I really like this season so much. That's in my number 5. Well, the 4 other seasons that's above here is better than this one. But this is still a good one. I love the villains, Kai story, very great. The other ninjas are here, great. Sister Wu, yeah, great. And also he got strike. Lloyd's story, it's fine. So, yeah, boys and girls, that's why Ninjago Season 7 Hands of Time is right here on the list. At number 4 on this list is the recent season 13 Master of the Mountain. Now season 13 for me is very good. I really like what they did with Cole's story in this one. This is how Cole is perfect. Cole's not my favorite ninja, but this is my favorite season that he did. And all this stuff. I really like what they've done with the story and all this stuff. And this one here is very fantastic. Fadia is great. The Sosuro, I love the Sosuro, whatever you call his name. Fendon, I think the Fendon is the Kina. I don't really know how you said his name, but the Kina here, I really like the Kina. I really like anything about the Sosuro and all this stuff. What is here? Cicero's story here was the story about Cicero when he's on screen. I really like the ninjas. I really think the ninjas for me was really strong. They got stronger, but Cole was the only one that got really stronger because he has been with his mother, Lily, I don't even know what the last name is, but I really like Fadia's story here. And also we have 3 guys, and the 3 guys are, one of them is strong, one of them is magic, and one of them is tricky. I don't remember their name, but they are great. They are fantastic. So that's why for me, I really like what they done with the story about Cole. And the dungeon Santano is great. The Santano dungeon great. I don't really like the chores or the whatever. I don't really like the side characters here. I don't really like it that much because they are dumb and I don't really like it. So that's why season 13 Master of the Mountains is right here on the list. Before I tell you guys my top 3 favorite Ninjago seasons. Sorry about that, guys. I'm in a different room. This is gonna be the new room when I record my videos for you guys with webcam and all this stuff. I'm gonna do this, okay? I'm gonna move this in the remote that you guys can see the back. So yeah, I'm gonna move this way a little bit more. Oh, no, this is gonna be perfect. Sorry about the clothes, guys. It's whatever. So yeah, sorry about the blinding. So yeah. So before I told you guys my top 3 favorite Ninjago seasons, make sure you guys go down below and share your ranking down below. Share your list. Share me your opinions. Share whatever you guys want. So yeah, and yeah, boys and girls, make sure you guys do that. And very soon, we'll be doing something very cool. Like, I sound about the headphones again, boys and girls, it's whatever. But yeah, boys and girls, in the future, I'm gonna be doing more. I'm gonna get a better quality and all this stuff. And I will be doing a new Wicked video on Ninjago. There will be more Wicked Ninjago seasons in the future with season 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whatever how long Ninjago is going to go for. Whatever. So yeah. So that's why. Yeah, because make sure you guys share your ranking down below. And you can disagree with this ranking, but disagree. That's fine. Our list is different. Our list is different for everybody's. So make sure you guys share your ranking down below. And one more thing, do not take my ranking video. Do not take my ranking video with facts. Do not. Don't go down in the comment section below. Don't tell me. Don't go down in the comment section below and tell me that this ranking video right here is terrible. Don't tell me that, okay? don't tell anything bad. Just comment down below and something nice to me and say great video or something like that. And guess what, guys? I'm now doing something different for you guys now. Every single time you guys put a comment, I'm going to give you guys a love. Means I will love your comment. I will give you a heart. In my, like, here's my logo, like, here, like, here's my, like this. Here's my logo right here. This is my logo, right. This is my logo right here, and right around there will be a heart. I will give you guys a like and all this stuff if you guys comment down below showing your ranking and also all this stuff. So yeah, and now let's get back into my ranking video with my top 3 favorite Ninjago seasons. At number 3 on this list, we got Season 6, SKYBOUND. Now, SKYBOUND for me is a fantastic season. I really like this season so much that I think to myself, it's better than Season 5. I love Che's stories on this one. Che, for me, this is my favorite one that Che ever had. This is the very first season that Che ever got his own season. What? Yes, this is my very first one that I did with Season 6, I believe. I don't remember, but it was around there and all this stuff, so yeah. So, Che's story, fantastic, but I did find that Season 7 is my favorite season of Nia. This right here is my favorite season of Nia is Inside. Nia Inside the season is fantastic. This is my #1 favorite season of what I really like about Nia. This is my favorite season about Nia. So yeah, Ninjago. Ooh, Ninjago, a really great villain. I love him so much that he might be in my top 5 favorite villains of our time. I don't really know. So yeah, and the other pilots. The only pilot that I can speak of is better is, I believe that is Fritlock. I really like that one. The Chip Braid I really like so much. The Teapot, yeah. The other characters inside of here, I bet to myself, they are good, they are fantastic and all that stuff. Good thing Skylo comes back in this season. I really like what they done with Skylo's story inside of this one. So yeah, and the ending was good. I did find that Leo is going to die, but she didn't. She survived. So yeah, so that's why Season 6 is right here at number 3 and right here on the list. At number 2 on this list, we got Season 8, Sons of GARMADON. Yeah, boys and girls, Sons of GARMADON is right here on the list because I really like what they've done with the story of Lloyd inside of here. Lloyd is my favorite ninja of all time, and I really like what they've done with Lloyd's story in here. They brought back GARMADON, yes. So yeah, and the ninjas, I really like what they've done with the ninjas inside of here. They made them kind of like adults, way more older, and all this stuff. Harumi in here, Harumi part the quiet one. I really like the quiet one. I really like Harumi. I wish Harumi could come back to Ninjago. Hope that happens again very soon if Lego can figure out a way to bring her back. So yeah, I think Sons of GARMADON is perfect. I think to myself, well, it's 95% perfect, not 100%. But for me, I really like the story inside of this one. So, what is Wu became a baby. Wu as a baby. Says so Wu as the baby. Like, the baby. How are they made him out of baby. Why did they make him out of baby? I don't really know. So that's why for me, I really like this one. The other characters, I really like Mr. E. I don't really care about the big guy, whatever his name is, in Ultraviolet F. I hate Ultraviolet. I hate her so much. That's why, for me, and all this stuff, so yeah, and yeah, the storyline was amazing. I really like the characters arcs inside of here. The new designs I really like. So yeah. So that's why it's right here on the list at number 2 on this list. Season 8 is right here on the list because it's fantastic. But what is number 1? Anybody wants to know? Now, let's get into number 1. But my number 1 favorite season of all time is Season 4 Tournament of Elements. Only one can remain. Yeah, this right here is my favorite Ninjago season of all time. I really like what they tell the story. I can't really talk about the season. Everything is perfect. There's no problems about this season. For me, it's 100% perfect. I love Season 4 Tournament of Elements so much. And a lot of people does agree with me. Everybody kind of agrees with me about this one. I love this one. They like this one. This right here is the best season of Ninjago ever. Sons of GARMADON was so close, but I love this one more than Sons of GARMADON. Lloyd's story, fantastic, but it's not talking about Lloyd. This is Kai's season. So Kai's season, I think Kai is amazing inside this one. His story is fantastic, fantastic. Master Chen. I'm gonna tell you, Master Chen is my number 1 favorite villain of all time. I don't know, but Master Chen is my favorite one at all. I love Master Chen. I love Klaus. I love the Elemental Masters. Ash, Korlak, Shade, Nero, Toxin. I don't really know what the girl's name, but my favorite one I really like about this is Skylar. Skylar is my favorite character inside of here. My favorite thing about this season is the battles, the final battle, GARMADON, Sesame, and what is it? And also Kai and Skylar together. Fantastic. So yeah, boys and girls, I love season 1. I love season 1 so much that I think to myself it's my favorite season till today, and that's why it's right here on the list. That will be it for this video of the Waking video of the week, episode 1, Waking on Ninjago seasons. This will be it on this Waking video. If you do enjoy it, then make sure you guys go down below and click on this, guys. Can you guys do me 3 favors? Do you see that red subscribe button? Can you please turn it to gray, please? Please? And also, guys, second thing, if you guys see that like, do you guys happen to see a like button that is gray? Can you turn it to blue for happiness? And don't really, after you guys have turned that red subscribe button to gray, then you guys did find out, oh, there is also something else, like there's also the bell. It's not ringing. Make sure you guys click that ringing button down below. And also stuff, boys and girls. And also, guys, yeah, boys and girls, that will be this video of the Wicked video of the week season. Stay tuned because next week, for episode 2 for our week 2 series, we are going to be making you guys all the Ninjago characters through the worst to the best. So yeah, boys and girls, that will be happening tomorrow on Friday. Not tomorrow, but that will be happening next Friday. I believe, the 21st. Yeah, it will be happening on the 21st. So yeah, boys and girls, stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and like this video. We are almost close to 100 subscribers. Make sure we hit that. We are trying our hardest to get to 1,000 subscribers. Can we hit it before I get into 12th grade? That will be in 2 years. Could you guys go down below and click that subscribe button? So yeah, boys and girls. Yeah, boys and girls, share your own ranking down below in the comment section below. Share your thoughts. Don't forget, remember guys, don't take my ranking in facts. Okay? Don't say anything bad in the comments. So yeah, and we will see you guys inside the next one. Peace out. Bye.